Soul rising, peace, love, and power. This is Enchantress, and we're coming to you for our tarot and oracle cards of the day, amongst some other things that we have for you on this Thor's Day or Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. Happy Thursday to you. Sweet Opulence, look at her. She is in guts. Look at that smile. She is ready to share in the delight of what we have for you. And on the day, the information and the news that all of our spiritual allies want to bring to you on this day. As the smoke you see is coming your way. Look at that. Isn't that something? All right. So this is indeed your oracle goddess enchantress Jaja. And we have the shamanic goddess Imani Infinity with us right here as well. And we are Enchantress, and we're coming to you for the cards of today. Today is Thursday, and on Thursday, this is the day of Jupiter. Okay? The day of Jupiter, family. And Jupiter is goes into your deep thought. Okay, it goes into your deep thought, your emotional thought, your thought process. And not only does it go into your thought process, but it goes into, this is wisdom. Okay, this is where wisdom comes. And in wisdom, when you go into deep thought and you start thinking about certain things, of course you're going to have certain wisdom that comes with that. Okay, so this is where you can gain great clarity on today. You can focus on clarity and making good decisions, and make sure that you're inspired. Okay, when you're inspired, you learn a lot, and this is why Jupiter is known to be the great teacher. It helps you to understand and honor yourself, honor certain things around you, give honor to so many people and so many things around you. I wanted to tell you about the crystals of the day. The crystals for Jupiter that correlates with Jupiter is lapis lazuli, um, azurite, and white topaz. These these crystals, okay, again, that's white topaz, azurite, and lapis lazuli. These crystals is going to help with clarity, help with your emotions, help with grounding your thoughts and inspiration. So we always, in everything that we're naming to you, you can definitely link Enchantress and get these items for your need. We are our online botanica, as well as the shop that you come to for all of your spiritual needs and esoteric needs. Okay, so yes, so Jupiter is the day. It's a masculine energy. And this sounds like this would be a feminine energy, but it's a masculine energy, and a very strong, solid masculine energy that is tapped into their divine feminine. Because when you go into your emotional prowess and you go into your emotional justice and wisdom aspects of you, you're tapping into things that you have to carefully take under construction and take under consideration. So yes, this is Jupiter, the day of wisdom. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what cards I have for you. The first card, because I'm going to go Astaroth. This is from my personal oracle deck. She jumped out over and over again. Astaroth came because she is the mother, okay? She is the goddess of the tarot. Every time you think about a tarot card, every time you think about pulling that card or performing any type of divination, Astaroth is the mother of that, of the tarot deck. In her name, tarot is spelled, if you notice, okay? So she represents power and status. Some of you, in dealing with your emotional thought, is along the line of what's going on with me. Am I second? Am I first? Are people seeing me? See, these are things that when you start going into your thought process, you wondering, am I being heard? Am I being seen? She is saying on this day of Jupiter, you need to reroute your thinking. And you need to compare yourself to no one but yourself. The only competition that you have for yourself is you, beloved. So Astaroth is saying not only are you being seen, not only are you being heard, but the more you take this same thought and this same energy that you're looking up at other people and wondering what it is they got that I don't. What am I lacking that they, what's wrong with me? You will be more towards your goal of what you're trying to attain for yourself. I also pulled from my Flowers from the Dead deck the number 11, Dragonfly. And the dragonfly is representing joy and love because, see, the dragonfly represents emotional maturity. Isn't that something? The dragonfly represents emotional maturity, and this is a time for you to know to go into yourself and across the land, across every culture. When the dragonfly comes about, that means that some changes are taking place regarding you and your personal self and dealing with yourself and your thought process. And see, we're talking about Jupiter today, the day of wisdom, the day of deep emotional thought, and Astaroth saying what you're struggling with, your status. Okay, and who and what you are. This is something that's happening. You have the joy that you find and the love that you find in yourself, right? Means that you have to find joy in everything that's around you. Okay? If you are not finding joy or love from the people and places around you, it's time to grow up in your thinking. And don't be upset with them for how and what they are or who and what they are. It's time to become mature in your thought process. It's time to think and carry yourself as the wise one or the god or goddess or the spiritual person that know who and what they want. It's time to understand that your human right is indeed a birthright. And your emotional stability comes at a time on this Thursday to tell you, go in. Understand who you are, says Astaroth. And you can change the course of your thought process. And when you change the course of your thought process, we know that that activates everything for you.
Okay, peace and love, y'all. Peace and love. My first card is coming from my Santa Morte deck. And we have here the Knight of Wands, which is upside down. My next card, which is the Moon Child, is coming from my Love Your Inner Goddess deck. So we're going to start with the Knight of Wands. Usually when in the correct position, as you can see, going forward, has a plan, marching on, opening doors, and doing things that need to be done. Right now, when it's flipped this way, it shows that there's a period of indecisiveness. People being indecisive, not making plans, not understanding where they want to go, and being that this is in line with Jupiter, which is Jupiter is also connected to justice and law and things of that nature. Indecisiveness plays a big role during this time, during this Thursday. You need to check into things that you're making decisions about, decisions that has been weighing heavily on you. What decisions or what things that you need to decide about, even about yourself, even about your finances, even about things going forward, things that you may need to break away from or pull closer to. Jupiter is known as a very magnetic planet, so it has a magnetic pull. So if you're working today and you're doing things today that you have been indecisive about, things you don't know about, these are the times that you need to pull those things into you. Use this magnetism. If you're trying to draw something into you, now is the time while you're on this Thursday and you're in Jupiter, now is the time to go after those things that you want to draw closer to you, nearer and dearer to you. Use this energy from Jupiter today to make some good decisions about today and about your life. My next card, which, I love how when me and my sister pull these cards, they always tell such a great story. You understand? Because the indecisiveness about a lot of the things that's going on in your life totally affects your outcome. We have the Moon Child, which shows freedom. understanding that good things are coming, understanding that changes that you have put in place are coming. You're not worried about anything. You have freedom. But the moon child is upside down because you have to understand your start. If you don't make changes, affects the outcome and your ending. Now, the good thing about seeing things like this in correlation and even seeing the in between, because you said Astaroth said
Power and status.
Power and status.
Go into you.
Go into you.
Stop looking at other people and comparing yourself to other people. Like you saying, pull that today is the day to magnetize and pull what you want to you.
That is totally.
That's what she about.
That is, and she's about strength. And Astaroth knows what she wants and goes after it. She doesn't play those games. Then we have joy and love. See how all of this indecisiveness. Indecisiveness tells a lot about you. Most people who are indecisive, who cannot make a decision lacks confidence and self-love. They usually need someone to take the wheel for them. It's always, what do you think? What should you do? You're used to being on the bottom of the totem pole. You used to being a drag along. You used to being a person who's told everything to do. And if that's your status in life, then that's okay. That's your status. Go ahead and let your story be told. But if not, how do you change your outcome? Because the in-between could remain the same and still have different outcomes. Now, if you started to make decisions based on your self-worth, your love, what you need to pull near you, what you desire, what you want, and the goals that you have for yourself, what about Astaroth, Miller?
You will have power. You will have status. The strength that you set forth, because that's the strength in the move when you're not indecisive. You will gain power everywhere you go. And even if you're trying to attract the relationship. It doesn't matter, business relationship, love relationship, friends, whatever. She jumped out. She kept, look, I shuffled this deck. She kept saying, no, I want them to know that they need to understand who they are.
And that's another thing. When you're indecisive, how many times when you are indecisive, you can't make decisions, you can't make plans, does that affect your joy and your love life? Does that affect your relationships? How many times does that come in the middle and affect what you're going through personally in your life? But however, as we said, if you turn this around and you start to understand who you are, and where you come from, you make a plan, you stick by that plan and stop being shaken and stirred off your square, you can still have these cards in the middle that will have a different outcome. Meaning the same, but a different outcome. And then that will change the outcome of your ending. People always use divination. I'm not going to say people always, but some people understand divination as a this is what it is factor. But Enchantress is here to tell you, when you receive divination and someone is coming to you and showing you a path, that's a path that you can choose to change.
Yes.
Your will be done. Your will in your life be done.
And you know what else? Jupiter, the tarot card that represents Jupiter is the Wheel of Fortune.
Right.
The Wheel
of Fortune.
Right.
You got to think about that.
That's
now. Come on now.
Spiritual ally. The Wheel of Fortune. What you think about when you think about the Wheel of Fortune?
You got it. Come on now.
It's up to you. That wheel is spinning. Okay? And as you go into deep thought with Jupiter, it's up to you where that wheel stops.
That's the truth right there.
So, the tarot all of these are different spiritual allies that we speak to in regards to helping you with your day. And we gave you the crystals, okay? Because you have the white topaz and the azurite and the lapis lazuli. Okay, and then not to mention the number, we have the number 11, which is a portal, so that means that you can change your mind and filter it through the portal of 11. 11 is a portal. The dragonfly, the wings, representing that you can always move about and change in your emotions, because a lot of our emotions dictate our indecisiveness. What is guarding you? What emotional aspect are you in right now? And the wheel of fortune is up to you. And see, and also the number that associates with Jupiter is the number 6, which is the number of man.
Also, the numbers 4 and 21.
4 is foundation. 21 is 3, and that's 2, which is balance, the dua, and then 1, which goes back to you, and that's going into the 11, which always is a portal. Okay? So let's think about the synchronicity of, see, Jupiter is all about wisdom. He says when you apply the wisdom of who and what I am, you're going to have solid decisions. You're going to have status in whatever you want to do.
And harmony.
And harmony.
Think about that. Correct alignment. Wisdom, which aligns directly with harmony. And law.
Yes.
Think about all of those together.
Law and justice. You're going to have justice immediately because you are sound in your judgment of whatever decisions you make. Your emotion, deep emotional thought, meaning you are looking at what your emotions lie and look at your outcome with the moon child. That means that the wheel of fortune is in your favor.
I'm with it now.
Because you made it so.
That's right. Because what now?
You made it so.
As easy as this happened. The flip of a card. This is where it was. It took one moment to make a decision for me to show you what change looked like. The flip of a card. Change the outcome of who you are or what you're going through or a situation in all things. Also today, like we said, Thursday, day of Jupiter, you want to know what incense to burn today. You're going to burn some sandalwood. Sandalwood is good for today. Fennel is good for today. Nutmeg is good for today. And like I said, I create incense powders that you can put your hands into and create your own. Add a little water and add some, mix them together and make your own incense. Also, if you want to do some healing today, what type of herbs or healing plant would I use? Comfrey root. Comfrey root is so good for regenerating bone structure. If you have ailments with your bone structures, even if you have broken wrists, sprained wrists, things like that, start to rub some comfrey root on it. You're going to go into some sage today. Sage is a good healing plant for today. Some ginseng for today. What body functions align with today? The immune system. So today is a good day to use some of those sages and those ginsengs, echinacea, to work on your immune system for today. Some of the parts of the body, the liver, the arteries, the digestive organs, all the right ear, all align with Jupiter as well. So today is a day to focus on those things, work on those things, use some of these healing plants, and use the stones that my sister was telling you about. The stones for today: sapphire, amethyst, turquoise, all of those stones. When you start to come together and you're doing your healing for today, you're doing your meditation for today, you're mixing your herbs for today, you kitchen witching for today, when you're feeding your family for today, you mix some of those things into what you're cooking because you want to heal your family even through the meals that you prepare.
Right.
And then you want to align those meals and think about the magnetism and the pull and the things that you're working on. So as you're using those herbs today to feed your family, you begin to talk to those herbs and give them an assignment of what you want them to do.
Think about what she said about your liver. That's deep emotional thought.
Yes, John.
Your liver, how you rub some things on certain parts of you, that's going into deep emotion. When you rubbing and penetrating yourself, that's what are you thinking about as you doing this? As your healing factors come to play. That is some good stuff for you today.
It is. Oh, this was good for me.
This was so great, okay? So on today, okay, today is
Thursday,
the February the 7th.
is it the 7th or the 9th? It's the 7th.
February the 7th, 2019. And on this day, we say peace, love, and power and darkness to you. Stay you and stay enchanted.
Indeed, indeed, indeed.
Enjoy your day. And later tonight, we'll be doing our spell of the week. Stay tuned for that. We look forward to that on this day of Jupiter to give you the spell of the week and exactly what your assignments are. Peace, love, and power to you. And never, ever forget about the darkness.
Okay, peace, love, power, and darkness. Oh, I'm so loving these cards of the day. I'm so loving it. Like I said, I always love the energy when I'm in this energy with my sister, my blood sister, my witching partner is always great. If you need anything from us, look in the section below. It'll tell you how you can contact us, how you can reach us for any of your needs. I want you to be able to understand that we are dark energy and we work with darkness in the left hand path. And we want to show you how to maneuver through that and how to use that wonderful, dark, beautiful energy in your everyday life. And that's what Enchantress is here for. Leave us a comment, thumbs up the video, subscribe to our channel. Questions that you may have, things that you may want us to tap into, let us know in the comments. We appreciate it.
And remember that from the darkness comes illuminated light, and everything is in the darkness. Peace, love, power, and darkness. Stay you and stay enchanted.